Hello, Dazzle! How you doing? Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I'm glad that you're here. It's been a day, but here we are. Whew. And today is the cool, exciting day where we're going to be telling a story together. Yeah. So how is everybody? And are you ready for, I don't know, whatever it is that we're doing tonight? I mean, we've never done this, so we're gonna have to just, I don't know, pretend that we know what we're doing. Hey, Nuclear Gamer! You are the first to offer a zebra cake to Zed and Otis. Hey, Ads! How you doing? And Bunkers, how you doing? And Razorblade? Hey, everybody! I feel like my hair is like glued to my forehead today. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know. My hair always just does its own thing. I don't even know. This is why I wear hats. You're doing good? Glad to hear that. How am I doing? I'm feeling frazzled today, but other than that, I'm doing good. I had an appointment, which is why I'm starting later today than usual, and it took longer than it should have, so I feel like all... It's like, I sat down like 2 minutes before, 3 or 4 minutes before the stream started. I don't know. It felt like, so rushed. My hair looks nice. Hair's doing its own thing. It always does its own thing. I don't know. It's like gravity. I don't need your gravity. Poof. I don't know what it's doing. It's fine. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a choose your own adventure, and as we move through the story, you'll get to be able to vote using your zebra cakes to decide what your character does next, like, and how we progress through the story. So that's the premise of tonight's adventure. So hopefully this goes well. Yeah, and hello there! Oh, Unceleron! We love new people! And welcome to the Dazzle, and thank you, that's very sweet. I'm glad that you come and you enjoy yourself here. Yay! That makes me happy. Alright. Your hair always goes down. When I had it short, I wanted to have it styled like yours, but it would just fall straight down. Oh, mine has like no product in it, and it just like, I don't know, it just goes up. I go like this, and it just stays there. It's just like, I don't know, poof. I would have to use a crap ton of product to make my hair lay flat. Like, I don't know, it has like anti-gravity beams around it or something, like... I don't know. It just does whatever that is. Is 1 a.m. in your time? Oh my goodness! Well, thank you for joining us at the ass crack of dawn. Hey there, Bounty! How you doing? Alright, so let's get our story started. This story is called Touch of Death. I am doing well. How about you, Bounty? So, world introduction. The world has changed. Goblins ride the subway. Dragons rule the boardrooms, and monsters haunt the alleys of the urban jungle. It's the dawn of a new era. The modern world is in the midst of a transformation, and most people don't even know it. A quantum shift has occurred in the fabric of reality. Magic has suddenly become very real, and the creatures that before were only found in fairy tales and nightmares now walk the streets. It's the world outside your window, with a twist. Is this the story of Robo-Nun? So this is Urban Arcana for the world setting, and it's from the whole realm of Ultramodern and D&D 5th edition. So it is in the science fantasy realm, which is what Robo-Nun is also pulled out of. So yeah, It's kind of that flavor of magic and technology and things all mixed together. And hi, Godly Savage, how you doing? What's my favorite game? Well, the one that I have put the most hours in is 7 Days to Die, so I think that's probably fair to say it's my favorite. All right, so the Special Investigations Unit. Draco Industries has created the Special Investigations Unit in response to the increasing presence of shadow in the mundane world. Each member of this unit is able to see past the veil, and thus is fully aware of the strange things that have been happening in the world. And it's their job to investigate and control these events to prevent the general public from being harmed by the shadow creatures and their magic. And you are a member of the Special Investigations Unit. Dang, you thought that it would be Minecraft. Minecraft is on Wednesdays! Oh, and we got Angry Pig Hat for Minty being redeemed. One moment. Oh yeah, get the anger hat, channel the anger. Whoop. There we go. Hey Angel, how you doing tonight? Alright, so you are playing through the story as Bonnie. You are the leader of Team 2. You're known for being strong and fast. You have numerous cybernetic implants to enhance your body. Your teammates are the only family that you have ever known. You don't feel particularly strongly loyal to Draco Industries, but you would die to keep your team safe. So do you want to know more? And this is the first time that you get to vote. So let's put a poll up. You want more. So you're just going to be looking at the numbers and it'll correlate to the options on the screen. So number 1 is yes, we want to know more. And 2 is nah, we're going to go about to the team. So do you want to know more about Bonnie? That'll be 1. Or do you want to go and talk about your team? And these polls are going to go pretty quick so that we don't spend a lot of time on voting. You got about a minute. And you can throw some cakes at it if you're really passionate about it. Glad to hear you're doing well, Angel. I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a little bit frazzled today, but overall, things have been going pretty good. Just, got so, just at the end of my appointment and had to, run here to get on time, so I felt a little rushed. And hello, little Nibs. How you doing? Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I appreciate that. All right. It's when I am, but I'm not tired because you had a 2-hour nap just before bed. Oh, man. What? We're 50-50. Guys, you tied it. What? Oh. What are we gonna do with a tie? Oh, man. I didn't anticipate a tie. Guys. 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 No, it can't be my choice. That's I know how things go. That's not right. Miss Retch, you decide. 1 or 2. Miss Watch will be the tiebreaker. He always decides everything else. We'll give him the power to decide this too. That seems fair. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go with 1. We're gonna go, yes, I want to know who I am. All the details about Bonnie. Gonna be at your fingertips. All right, so her full name is Bonita Ann Langdon, and she goes by Bonnie. You are human mostly. You've had enough cybernetic implants that it is obvious that you have them. A good portion of your body is a machine. You have obviously robotic blue eyes, you have no hair, it's too much work to keep and serve no useful function. Your skin is pale, you're 5'6", and you weigh 180 pounds. Well, you did before the cybernetics. Now you weigh a lot more than that, but that's still the weight that you give people. So your personal history is that you were born in 2121, making you currently 26 years old. You were born in Seattle, Washington, where you lived your entire life. You grew up as a completely unremarkable human. You always wanted to become something more and imagined that there was a world behind everything that you could see. Sometimes you thought you were crazy. Every now and again, you would imagine that you could see a goblin on the subway, and you would tell yourself stories about why that creature was there. Until one day, while you were attending classes at college, you were approached by an agent for the Shadow Investigations Unit. They were a shadow kind and had come to suspect that you could see them for what they really were. It took a while for them to gain your trust, but after some time, they were able to convince you to tell them what you really saw when you looked at them. And you knew that they were an elf, and that's how you were recruited into the Shadow Investigations Unit. So you agreed to work for Draco Industries in return for the cybernetics that you believe makes you into the remarkable person that you always imagined that you could become. You find the idea of gender to be meaningless and without value. You consider yourself non-binary, but haven't given it much thought beyond that. You're asexual. You were pursuing a history degree when you were recruited, but you have never completed that degree. It was never anything that you had a great desire for, but rather the only thing that you thought you might be successful enough to earn a living at. But now you have something better. You can speak Common, English, Goblin, and Halfling, because, languages. So your morality and philosophy, you always stay calm no matter the situation. You never raise your voice or let your emotions control you. You would rather make a new friend than a new enemy. Freedom is important. Chains are meant to be broken as those who would forge them. People, you're loyal to your friends, not to any ideals, and everyone else can take a trip down the sticks for all you care. Your teammates are your family. You're seeking greatness in everything that you do and everywhere you go. This has led you to compete during your downtime. You play sports and you fight in arenas, and this has gained you a great deal of fame within the Seattle area as an athlete. So what's next? Do you want to be introduced to your teammates, or do you want to go right into the story? We're going to do another, vote all along the way. You guys are going to get to decide how this story unfolds. And hello, Snowman! How you doing? It's been ages! What you been up to? Did you just make a character in a D&D-ish game? It looks like you're at the beginning to me as you're getting to know your character. Yes, so we're playing a Choose Your Own Adventure. It is all set in the ultra-modern world setting that is Urban Arcana. And so, yeah, it's really built in the kind of D&D-esque style. So yeah, but we're doing a Choose Your Own Adventure, so there won't be any dice rolling. It's all going to be pick an option and you get to vote. Glad to hear that you're doing great. I'm doing pretty good. Alright, so we're going to introduce you to the teammates. Boop. Alright, so your first team member is Dallas Michael Hughes. He is good with a gun and can be counted on to give you your cover fire when you need it. He's athletic, stealthy, and intimidating. Great to call on when you need to make someone feel afraid or need to kill someone without anyone knowing who did it. Then you have Ferdinand Lee Ott. He's not a fighter, but that doesn't keep him from being useful. He is great at finding information and can usually convince others to do whatever it is he wants them to do. In a fight, he will cheer you on in a way that makes you fight harder than you thought you ever could. And you have Amanda May Sidney, who goes by Star. She is a force to be reckoned with. Make her angry and nothing will stand in her way. She can cut down about anything with her swords. She's also really good with animals. All right, do you want to know all the nitty-gritty details about your characters? I mean, your teammates? Or do you want to get into the story now? What's next? Had your new phone delivered today and it was necessary. The previous one literally was kept together with a cable that connects the screen to the rest of the phone. And by the case I added. Oh, goodness. So it was kind of like a MacGyver cobbled gadget. Oh, goodness. But yay, a new one. Yeah, upgrades. It's always nice when you get the, like, new cool technology toy thing, and when it first comes out of the box, it's like, shiny! And so exciting. There's nothing that feels as cool and awesome as that. Ah, it's a tie again. Guys, somebody quick, vote! We can't have ties! Somebody make a decision! Woohoo! Decision was made! Yeah, MacGyver gadgets. MacGyver could learn something from that. Alright, so we're gonna go into all your team details. Here's the nitty-gritty of who you're hanging with. So, Dallas. He has clear gray eyes, his skin and hair are brown, he's 5'11" and weighs 240. Ever since he was young, he knew that there were things in the world that he could see that others could not. His first experience was this when he spoke with fairies in the backyard, and his mother told him that they were just visual tricks of the setting sun. As he got older, he began to seek out these oddities and the strangeness that was hiding behind everyday things of the world. This led him to integrating with the shadow kind from a really young age. And because he sought them out and was aware of what they were, they assumed that he was one of the shadow kind humans. And this behavior, of course, led him to getting the attention of the Shadow Investigation Unit and being recruited for his ability to clearly see the shadow kind and for his familiarity with them. He's very concrete about gender. He has a penis and thus he's male. He has never thought about it more than that. He's demisexual. He has no formal education. Everything that he learned was self-taught and picked up from the doing of things. He can speak common, English, and giant. Before having been recruited into the Shadow Investigation Unit, he was in the military. He found that he was good at fighting. Since having been released from his military contract, he has been working for the Shadow Investigation Unit, doing much the same as he was in the military. He's full of inspiring and cautionary tales from his military experience relevant to almost every combat situation. He can stare down a hellhound without flinching. Live and let live. Ideals aren't worth killing over or going to war for. Those who fight beside him are those that are worth dying for. And he has little respect for anyone who is not a proven warrior. He chose to work for the Shadow Investigation Unit because it is the only job that will ever use the two things that he feels that he is good at, which is seeing beyond the veil and fighting. And then we have Ferdinand. They're human, but they have been touched by the Fae, and it is apparent in their appearance. Their eyes and hair are green, their skin is walnut brown. Born in the Shadow Realm and pulled into the mundane when they were 30 in 2142. As a human, they had a fairly easy time transitioning into the mundane world compared to others who have come through the rifts. They are Fae-touched, which gives them a quirky playfulness that is different than most humans and very common to the Fae. Their charisma has allowed them to move through the mundane rather fluidly. They are femme, and they identify as being male, but they are comfortable with and embrace their feminine aspects of their personality and appearance, and they are aware that they are fairly feminine in appearance, so they dress accordingly. While in the Shadow Realm, they attended the Bard colleges, and they speak Giant, Goblin, and English. While in the Shadow Realm, they worked as a wandering bard. This is sometimes meant traveling with adventurers. Other times it meant working at an inn. While in the mundane world, they have earned money as a street performer. Their only formal employment in the mundane world has been with the Shadow Investigation Unit. They're doing the best that they can to survive and to leave things a little bit better than they found them. I wonder if speaking giant to us is similar to speaking whale to Dory. Right? I mean, that is kind of like giant fish. Alright, so she's exceptionally fit for a woman. She was raised on the outskirts of Seattle on a farm from a very young age. She enjoyed competitive fighting. Because of this, she has been involved in sports such as karate, wrestling, and boxing that allowed her to pit herself against other fighters. She has used this as an outlet for the never-ending sense of rage that she carries inside her. She was scouted when she was attacked by a troll and fought it successfully. She was able to see it for what it was and did not lose hope when she saw that it was healing rapidly. She's butch. Women, especially lesbians, tend to use this term to describe the way they express masculinity, or what society defines as masculinity. She sees herself as being a woman, but she embraces her masculinity and is fully aware that she may seem too masculine to others, and she doesn't care. She went through the public education system up through high school. She learned to speak Common, Elvish, and English. Her only employment has been with Draco Industries. Her first part of her employment was with the military, but she was transferred over to the Shadow Investigation Unit when they noted that she could see past the veil. She is an accomplished competitive fighter. She has won numerous tournaments for fighters and is well known in many fighting arenas. She will settle for nothing less than perfection. She will change her mood or her mind as quickly as she changes key in a song. She knows a story relevant to almost every situation. Tradition is important. The stories, legends, and songs of the past must never be forgotten, for they teach us who we are. Her instrument, which are bagpipes, is her most treasured possession, and it reminds her of her grandfather, whom she loves very much but has passed away. She will do anything to win fame and renown. She wants to fight. It is a part of who she is, and she enjoys doing it. Butch! Looking for Group Butch ready to kick ass! Yeah, it's Butch! I mean, not dead yet. Alright, so our new case. You've been given a case to investigate. For the past few weeks, the police have been investigating a string of apparently ritualistic murders. So far, the detectives have deduced that there are no connections among the victims, except that they are all males in excellent health. The murders took place in back alleys as well as private residence, indicating that the perpetrators spent considerable time stalking the victims in order to discover the best time and place to strike. Each victim was missing both hands, and many were missing other body parts as well. All of the amputations have been performed with extreme skill. And now there are 2 more bodies. Though neither of these is missing any body parts, the officers on the scene still suspect some tie-in with the previous murders. Because of the apparent ritualistic nature of the murders, the police have decided to turn to the Special Investigations Unit, who is more experienced with the weird stuff. And that's where you come in. Alright, so you arrive at the crime scene. The murder scene is located in a rough part of town, known for its clubs, bars, and extravagant nightlife. The lights of the patrol car parked in the alleyway illuminate a gruesome scene. Among the garbage that litters the alley lies the body of a young man in a trench coat covered in blood. Hanging from a fire escape some 10 feet above him is the body of another young man, dressed in the latest fashion and dripping blood from his ears and mouth. His legs are caught in the bars of the fire escape, and his face is twisted with shock. How could he have ended up in that position is a mystery. An empty autoloader pistol lies beneath his outstretched hands. Alright, so now you got some options. So we're going to pull up what's next. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to search the scene and bodies? Do you want to interview the witness? Or do you want to speak with the officer on the scene? Put in your votes. I once did a D&D campaign where it was a half-orc bard whose instrument was the bagpipes. Nice. My real-life companions hated me for it, but in character, they all loved it somehow. Nice. I really love characters that are an unexpected juxtaposition of traits. Something you just don't expect to be mixed together. I love that. I love it when people just bring really creative, kind of realistic people to the table. I love DMing. It's so much fun. I wish I had, like, so much more time and I could, like, do way more DMing, but, ugh. Alright, so you're gonna go interview the witness. The young woman who found the bodies was leaving the club when the attack occurred. She claims to have heard a quiet, high-pitched whistling noise, followed by gunshots and a scream. She hid for several minutes before peeking into the alleyway. Spotting the bodies, she ran back to the club and had the bouncer call the police. No one in the club heard or saw anything, and no one there knew either victim. So what would you like to do next? So you can search the scene and bodies, or you can go speak with the officer. We'll put that poll up. Do you want to, like, go and investigate the corpses? Or do you want to go talk to the living authority? I had no idea what music to pick for this. I was like, oh man, I don't know. So this is what we got. Hopefully it's not terrible. This is the calming cinematics. I mean, we're telling a story. That's cinematic, right? All right, so we're gonna go and talk to the officer. The officer tells you that the body on the ground has a dagger on it that looks like the type of blade that was used to make the amputation of the hands on the previous bodies. This is the reason that they believe that this case is somehow connected to the other murders. How unrealistic do you want it? Most often, half-orcs are female elf and male orc. My character was offspring of male hobbit and female orc, right? So, searching the scene. There was clearly a struggle here. The man on the ground was killed by a single gunshot wound to the chest. However, whoever fired the gun emptied the entire clip. The man dangling from the fire escape died instantly when his neck was broken by someone very strong. There are strange stains on the ground that are not blood. In the mud and filth are several footprints that are far too big to have been made by either of the two victims. They led out of the alley but are soon lost on the hard concrete sidewalks. John's wallet, the man hanging from the fire escape, holds some cash, a driver's license, and an ID card identifying him as a professional security card for a major software developer and a permit to carry a concealed weapon. The wallet in Lemire's pocket, the man on the ground, contains some cash and a driver's license, but nothing else. Tucked into his belt is a strange gold-plated dagger covered with unusual markings. This razor-sharp blade is more akin to a surgical scalpel than a combat weapon. Around Lemire's neck is a gold chain from which hangs a strange pendant. It resembles a dog whistle, but is crafted from gold and covered with hieroglyphics. When blown, it produces a strange, high-pitched shriek. It is twisted and dented on one side because it was damaged by the bullet that killed Lemire. P.S. Sorry for distracting you from your quest now. Oh, don't worry about it. Talking to chat's part of the fun. Alright, right, so do you guys want to go investigate John, or do you want to go investigate Lemire? What do you guys do next? I definitely figured that this would be part storytelling, part choose your own adventure, and part chit chat night because, well, talking with chat's definitely part of it. I mean, guys, I'm always gonna chat with you. I mean, I think that it would be harder for me to, like, not be all chatty. I don't think that I could do a stream where I didn't talk to people. That would be, I don't think, possible. Alright, so it looks like you're gonna go investigate John. Alright, so this picture here is the visual layout of his apartment. Just a general gist of how it looks. So, he lived in a small apartment. There's a living room that is open to the kitchen and dining area. There's one bedroom with a large walk-in closet and a single bathroom. It would be the perfect place for someone living alone. John's apartment is well kept. Everything is clean and organized. He didn't seem to be a person that kept many keepsakes, but there are a few family photos hanging on the walls. You find a journal where he kept lists of women's names along with their numbers, and he wrote himself notes about their preferences and personalities. And according to this journal, he was looking for a wife to make his mother happy because it seemed that he needed to get married if he had any chance of inheriting the family property from her. And it also sounds like he really wasn't excited about the idea of getting married, but he felt like he needed to do it. Alright, guys. What would you like to do next to investigate? So you can talk with the neighbors, you can talk with John's boss, you can talk to the landlord, or you can skip on over to the Lemire estate. Looks like your first house in The Sims. Oh yeah, does it? It's just a very generic looking little apartment. Oh, thank you, Official Fist. We appreciate the support. It's the whip on John's boss. And welcome back, Patty. I hope you had a fabulous commercial break. And was it about Doritos? We've been getting a lot of Dorito commercials. I think they're on to us and our Dorito love. And it's like they're spying on us. You're always popping in. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, it was Pepsi. Oh, well, you know, Pepsi's not a bad choice. I'd rather have Dr. Pepper. To say hello, and now I'm gonna go get dinner. Well, you have a fabulous dinner. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna talk with the neighbors. Oh, you're trying to stay away from soda? Oh, that could be so hard. They might be onto something. Yeah, I think you're right. You're crazy for Coca-Cola? Yeah. So most of John's neighbors tell you that they didn't know him. However, the neighbor living across the hallway has plenty to say. He tells you that he isn't surprised that John has been killed, since he's sure that John was dealing drugs and is probably involved with prostitution. I mean, why else would a 30-year-old be going to clubs every weekend? Not to mention that there were a lot of women who came to his apartment. It's suspicious. Alright. You know the drill at this point. So you can talk to John's boss, the landlord, or you can go on to the estate. got another Pepsi. Who's redeeming the commercials, right? Right, ads? Like, we all have had those neighbors. You know, the ones that like to gossip. You definitely get that vibe from this dude. That he's, like, all happy to, like, talk about the dirt. About anybody in the building that you want to ask him about. You know, the water cooler chatters? Yeah, he's one of them peeps. And there's always one. Doesn't matter where you live or where you work, there's always one. And sometimes there's more than one, and then it gets, like, really hairy, especially if you have two of them, like, just back and forth. Oh my goodness. Where did I get that coffee mug? I don't know. What coffee mug do I have? Oh, I have the Zebra Pig coffee mug. You can follow my links page if you go to the More Zebra Pig, or if you go into the shop. Let me give you better directions. If you go to my About page, where it says About Zebra Pig, and it has the little links, one of them is the shop. If you click on that, you can buy things that have the little Zebra Pig logo on it, like a coffee cup. Right? Yes, the merch page. I also like coffee mugs. You can get ones that are like this, or you can get one of the, like, tall, like, 16-ounce one. There's, like, travel mugs. There's all kinds of cool stuff on there. It's Red Bubble. I have all kinds of pages. And I got distracted. What was the vote? It doesn't take much. I'm a squirrel. The vote was 2. And that is talking to the landlord. I, like, tried to reorient what I was doing, and all I could think of was, nosy neighbors! And I'm like, but we already read that. The landlord tells you that John never gave her any trouble. He lived alone. There were never any complaints about him. The rent was always paid on time. He was never rowdy or caused any damage. He'd been living in the apartment for several years, and he had always been an ideal tenant. She also tells you that the man living across the hallway from John was always making up strange stories about him being involved in the life of crime, but the landlord doesn't believe any of that. All right. Do you want to talk to the boss, or do you want to go on to investigating La Mer? She once mentioned it. It's hard to forget stuff once I get a visual of them. Right? I'm like... I have the weirdest memory. Like, there's some things that, like, stick in there for legit 20 years, and then it's, like, not seemingly any reason for it to be still in here. And then there's other stuff that I find, like, super important that I wish I could remember that, like, I tip my head and it just, like, pours out. Like, ugh. I bet it would be super helpful in school. I struggle bust to, like, do all the memorization that was required to get through college. It was brutal. People's names. Oh, man, names are so hard. I can't remember them even if you just said it. See, the problem with names is that you're given a lot of information with a name, and the name is actually one of the, like, least relevant, like, things to hang on. So, like, when we are introducing people, we give their role, their relationship connections to other people, and those are things that you can quickly associate to other pieces of information, while a name is just this, like, word that kind of, like, floats there, and it's hard to, like, make an associative hook to connect it to other things in your brain. So it just floats away because it's not hooked onto anything. Versus, like, if you say, well, hello, this is George, and he's the new activities director. You can, like, there's a hook there. you know what an activities person would be, and you can kind of attach that to something. So names are an interesting challenge, and I'm really bad at remembering names, but I'll remember things like what your diagnosis was and how you take your coffee. But I won't remember your name. Like, it's terrible. It's so funny. And I can see it already. This is going to be like a really tangential night. Guys! Okay, we're going to go talk to the boss now. John has been with the security company for a decade. There have never been any issues on his background check, and he has been a good employee. He always shows up to his assigned locations on time and is very detail-oriented. Was never that socially involved with other employees, but that never got in the way. He was always able to work well in a team. And his boss can't imagine who would want to hurt him. You can't focus on names when I meet new people. It's so hard because they're just like giving you a bunch of other things to focus on. And then they're like, oh, by the way, and they like put a little hat on it. Here's its name. And like, you're going to pay attention to the hat? All right, we're going to the Lemaire Estate. The Lemaire residence is located in one of the city's older, more upscale neighborhoods. This once grand mansion has definitely seen better days. It's obvious that no one is taking care of the exterior for a very long time, and most of the windows are boarded up. A rusted sign reading "No Solicitors" dangles from the front door. Alright guys, what do you want to do next? Do you want to research the Lemaire estate? Do you want to interview the neighbors, or do you want to search the property? I can't retain any info I get by ear. You have to look at it. Yeah. That's interesting. I always find, like, if I write something down, I'm way more likely to remember it than anything else. I find there's something about that. Hi, I'm blah, 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 and then directly go blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's always something after. It's like, hello, my name is, and then they don't give me a chance to, like, so it just, yeah, it's bad. Photographic memory, that's very rare. I know a mathematics professor who has that. It's, memory is a really interesting thing. I find memory fascinating. And we're never, like, as good at remembering things as we think we are. We're always bad at it. I wouldn't call it that. It's not like I can remember it in every detail, but it works. I used to write my notes in color so I could remember the day and topic we had that day, and that's what helped in school. I found that I used to take and I still take ridiculously copious notes that I never look at again. I never studied my notes. I was just like, and I still don't. I just don't use them for reference. I use it as a way to remember a thing. There's something about the act of writing it down that makes it, like, write it in my memory. In high school, I absolutely skipped school a lot. I just barely eked by in high school, so there's that. Your nose were a rainbow? Nice! Alright, so you guys are gonna research the Lemaire estate. Ferdinand goes to work and returns to you with information on the estate. He tells you that it has been in the Lemaire family for several generations. About 10 years ago, the estate was passed on to Antoine Lemaire after his parents died in a mysterious accident in their home. The family has been rather wealthy for generations, but Antoine's, French name, father had trouble in business, and the estate was not as well cared for since that time. Antoine Lemaire has not invested in the estate since he has owned it. Maybe I should have renamed the dude to just George, but then it wouldn't sound right with Lemaire. I mean, we all know that I can't say French names properly. There's been plenty of evidence on this stream, so I apologize to all the French folks out there. Boy, I mean, I can't even say English properly. Alright, so do y'all want to go talk to the neighbors, or do you want to go investigate the estate? Carl, you know who you want that name, right? Call everything Carl. You can't go wrong if we call it Carl. Those are like, that's like the go-to name. When in doubt, it's Carl. Especially if there's anything suspicious or sketchy about it, it's definitely gonna be Carl. I just like think that now anytime we name characters, I should just go with Carl. Alright, looks like we're gonna go into the estate, give it a search about. Alright, so this is the general layout of the mansion. It's a rather grand place. It's got 4 stories. I mean, 3 full ones and 1 little partially place. The entire house is dark, and all the light bulbs have either burned out or been removed. There are clusters of candles in every room. They are clumped together on the floor as if they were being used as the house's light source rather than the electricity that it was wired for. Every few minutes after you enter, you hear scuttling noises and catch brief glimpses of movement out of the corner of your eye, but you never manage to see what it is that's moving in the house. There are piles of intestines and bones in almost every room, along with containers of coagulated blood. Given the amount of blood smeared on the floor, it is likely that these animals were butchered in the house, if not outright killed there. There's no obvious reason for the butchery, nor is it clear what was done with the majority of the animal remains. It is also a mystery as to why someone would leave these particular parts scattered about the house. The aging mansion is in a general state of decay. Dust covers everything, and the entire house seems eerie and disturbing. The interior is decorated in an odd collection of furniture that seems to have come from ages past. There are even pieces that appear to have come from the Shadow Realm. Amidst all of this, there is one room that stands out. The doors open to reveal a grand room that looks as though it had been converted to serve as a temple. At the center of the room is a round carpet. 4 short bookshelves stand at the edges of the carpet, and these shelves are packed with small figures, books, incense, and bones. Candles are clustered around the carpet. There are couches and chairs along with 2 coffee tables that suggest that this room was once used as a living room. This furniture has been pushed aside and used as workbenches for the butchering of animals. The intestines and blood remain in the room. As you enter the room, you are attacked by a swarm of animated, severed hands. What do? Fight, run, or hide? Alright, so let's get a pull up. And hello, Libra baby, how you doing? I'm having a great day. How about yourself? What? Was this not what you were expecting to find, ads? Did you expect something else in this house? I mean, this is how all rich people live, isn't it? Nothing untoward here. Nothing suspicious? Totally fine. Not the intestines all over the place. At least it just one a bit tidy up, right? Oh yeah, like bits all over the place. I mean, it's hard to tell like how well you can see details, but like the little blood puddles and intestines that are all strewn around the house. It's great. And the music is great, isn't it? It perked right up, right for the battle time. This is great battle music, guys. All right, we're gonna fight. There are a lot of them, and they are fast, but your team is able to take care of them. Dallas does most of the work with his pistol, but you managed to stab a few of them, though, and that feels good. A glance around the room reveals a book lying on a table, and this book contains Lemir's notes about the creation of the claws. In addition, there are vague references to another creation, Kiba, the ultimate work, that apparently required several corpses to create. Dr. Baker and the morgue are also referenced in this book. Alright, so what's next? Do you guys want to do some research on the morgue? Or do you just want to, like, head right on over to the morgue? Yeah, unless I was going to, like, have a player and time each scene. I don't know. Oh. Maybe if I do it again, I'll try to figure out sound and music for each scene, but it definitely wasn't this time. I was definitely a slacker with the music and sound effects, and it would have been way cooler if we had them. But I'm not going to lie, this project took me way more effort than I thought. There were some hurdles that I didn't anticipate. So, yeah. I'm just really happy that in the end, I have something for you to look at and for you to hear, and it's complete, and hopefully doesn't suck. Alright, so we're gonna research the morgue. Ferdinand finds out the following information. The old county morgue is an aging, decrepit building that is being transitioned out in favor of a newer facility. The old structure is slated for demolition as soon... That startled me. I was zoned in on ratings. Well, hello, Vina. How you doing? And Raiders, welcome. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, what? It was a fail. There we go, Mr. Hutch. It looks like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Ooh, that sounds fun. Did you catch any cool Pokemon? I am doing really well. How about yourself? I hope your stream went fabulously. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Alex, for coming and hanging out. And for following. We appreciate it. You are the Pokemon. Oh, how cool. Which Pokemon did you get to play? I didn't know that you could play a Pokemon game where that you were a Pokemon. I would want to be Psyduck. Partly because he's one of the few that I actually know the name of, but also because, well, he just always has that, like, cute, distressed, oh, I got a headache. And I just feel that in my soul, man. I'm always having a headache. You're a Pikachu. Alex is the... Oh, Cyndaquil. You can recruit Pokemon to be in your team. Oh, that sounds so neat. Maybe I'll check this one out. Ooh. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate you being here. All right. So, we're researching the morgue, guys. Ferdinand finds out the following information. The old county morgue is an aging, decrepit building that is being transitioned out in favor of a newer facility. The old structure is slated for demolition as soon as construction of the new building is completed. Dr. Baker is a medical examiner that is near retirement, and he's been training his replacement, and it is planned that he will retire with the closing of the old building. So you go over to the morgue, and this is the general layout of the morgue. So this is like where the lockers are, and like an office. You know, great place, man. Nice and decrepit. Nothing untoward here, I'm sure. Though small, the morgue is imposing like others of its era, but there's something sad about its facade. And decay and despair seem to pervade the very stones of the building. A small sign above a button reads, "Press for service." There is a video camera mounted above the doorway, and when you press the button, you hear a click indicating that the door is now unlocked. The hallway is poorly lit and dingy. It's obvious that the cleaning crew doesn't come here anymore. An elderly man wearing scrubs appears at the end of the hall. On the pocket of his shirt is a tag reading Dr. Baker. He does not look pleased. "I know it's part of your job," says Dr. Baker, "but I dislike these visitations. It intrudes on my work, and I need peace and quiet for what I do." As he talks, he leads the way into what must be the forensic room. The forensic room is dimly lit and smells of formaldehyde and cleaning chemicals. Quiet, classical music fills the room, echoing off the tiles. Lockers for storing corpses line one wall. Upon entering the room, Dr. Baker switches off the music and turns to face you. "Now, let's be quick about this," he says, and then blows a small whistle. One of the mortuary chamber doors flies open, and a large, hulking form lurches out of the chamber. "What do you do?" "Alright, let's get up another poll. Do you guys fight this clearly undead monstrosity? Or do you run away?" You're like, hide! I guess I could have given you a hide option, but not today, ads! You don't get to hide! No hiding for you, apparently. Why do you want to fight it? I'm just like, I don't want to fight it! I'm sure it's just gonna give you hugs. Look, he's friendly. He's just a nice, friendly undead. I bet his name is Butch. It'll be fine. Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And we're all out of gum. All right. We're gonna take him down. Time to fight it. So Star unsheaths her swords and charges at the golem. Her blades cut across its chest, and a strange, clear fluid seeps out. You follow Star into the fray and savagely attack with your claws. Dallas pulls out his pistol and takes a couple of shots. The golem moans and brings its meaty fist down at Star, but she dodges away. While you were watching this, it hits you in the side with its other fist. The doctor scurries out of the corner of the room and away from the conflict. Ferdinand ducks behind the table and cheers you on, and you feel a little better knowing he's watching your back. Kick his ass! No! Roundhouse kick the motherfucker! Right? Alright, so, what do you do now? Do you attack with your claws? Or do you cast Blur to improve your defense? Sorry, roundhouse kick the motherfucker was not an option that occurred to me when I was writing this. I failed you, Bounty. I failed you. I'll try to be more creative in my, like, attack move options. I know, I'm very lame. I will say that was one of the challenges, was to, like, think about what good options to give you would be, and, like, yeah, it would... There was more challenges in writing a Choose Your Own Adventure than I anticipated, and that was definitely one of them. Like, what would the reasonable choices? What would people want to do? And, like, where would they reasonably lead you? Guys, wouldn't it be nice if she had to sing this story? Oh, ads. Okay, we're going there, are we? Are we going there? We're going there. Okay, we're going there. So you guys are gonna attack with your claws, and I apparently am going to now push this magic button. We're going to sing the story, and the music doesn't match what I'm singing, which sounds super weird. Star inarticulately yells as she slashes into the golem with her swords. You attack with your claws, hoping to take it down quickly. Dallas takes a couple shots. He swears in giant. When the second shot misses, you smile a little, knowing only swears in giant, because it makes the swears bigger. Makes the swears bigger. The flesh golem screams while clutching at the shoulder that Dallas shot. It surprises you. It responded to being charmed since it hadn't before. Then it punches you in the shoulder, knocking you back, and a second punch hits you in the face. You fall. Your vision goes a little dark around the edges, and Ferdinand calls out to you in alarm. Then he sends his animated table in for an attack in an effort to draw the flesh golem's attention. The table smashes against the golem's side, but does nothing to shift the focus from you. What do you do now? Time to vote. Nope. Do you call for help? Maybe Ferdinand can heal you. Do you cast Wither and Bloom to hurt the golem while healing yourself? Do you stand up and attack with your claws? This is like going to an opera, except with bad singing. 'Cause in an opera, they actually have musical talent that I do not possess. You're not gonna get me staying on key here, guys. But I will try to do whatever this is. It's the opera! Choose your own adventure! Oh, good God. Alright! We're gonna stand up, and we're gonna attack it with our claws! And thank you for the lurking there, Libra baby. Appreciate it. You can go metal in fighting mode if you feel it does not match. We stand up and we attack it with our claws. Boom, 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 boom. Star stabs her sword into the flesh golem's back and screams at you, "Move your ass!" You get up and take a staggering step. You swipe with your claw, but your aim is wild. That's about how it sounds. Everything is blurry, and it is hard to keep your focus. You hear Dallas's pistol, but you don't know if those shots landed. The golem grabs you and slams you up against the morgue lockers. The last thing that you see is the angry, dead eyes of the flesh golem before it punches you again. You have failed your mission! Ah! Let's suggest that they increase the minute for the sing regain. What? Okay, would you guys like to have an opportunity to go back and see some of the other routes? We can do a go back. Would you like to try a different path forward? I mean, or you could just stay dead and we can, like, find something else to do with our lives. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I read Choose Your Own Adventures, I would always, like, read through one end and then I would have to, like, go back in the beginning and read through. You're looking for the roundhouse kick. You're like, I need that roundhouse kick! Alright, guys, so now that you get knocked down, do you want to call for help? Or do you want to cast your Wither and Bloom, since you know that standing up leads to your demise if you stand up and attack with your claws? So, do you want to call for help, or do you want to cast Wither and Bloom? We could do the blur thingy. Well, that was a while ago. Now you got these other options. Bounty. You're always looking for stuff. He's like, I know. Well, if you're looking for a fight option, then it would be Wither and Bloom. Because if you stand up and attack, you're just gonna die again. No surrender! Attack! Asking for heals isn't surrendering, it's making sure that you can keep fighting. Alright, going to bed. After I went to get a drink, I was still here, but just not chatting. Oh, well, that's fine. You aren't required to chat. And you have a good sleep, Snowman. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We shall die with honor! Is it honorable to die by Flesh Golem Smash? I mean, is that an honorable death? Does that qualify? Like, I don't know, guys. Alright, so you're gonna cast Wither and Bloom to hurt the golem while healing yourself. So you stagger to your feet and you begin casting this spell. Now that you're in the middle of it, you doubt that you have enough time. But your team sees what you're doing and they're there to help you. Star brings her blades down onto the golem's arm as it tries to strike you, and its fist slams into the locker behind you. As it lurches forward to grab you, the table shoves itself against the golem's legs and it falls to the side. Dallas hits it with 2 shots. Shadows spin out and drain the life force from the golem while light ebbs into you. The healing makes you a little more confident that you can win this fight. Alright, and what's next, my friends? How are you gonna kick this dead dude's butt? Good sleep to you, too. After you die with honor, that is, right? Alright, so you're gonna ask Ferdinand to heal you, or are you gonna use Misty Step to get out of the corner? Me go get drink. Bounty, don't make us die again. it's Bounty's fault that you died. It's definitely Bounty's fault, even though like it was a vote. And and you're like, I can't make any promises. I might make some bad decisions. Don't leave me in the driver's seat. I cannot be held responsible. Alright, so it looks like you're gonna use Misty Step to get out of the corner. No, please do. You want to be given the driver seat control. You just plan on crashing it. You're like, yeah, smash, 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 fire, burn, fuck it all. Just like, yeah. Yep, I see how it is. Alright, we're gonna Misty Step out of the corner. You cast Misty Step, and in a blink, you are now over by Ferdinand and Dallas. You cast Magic Missile, shooting 4 magical darts at the golem. Dallas fires his pistol as the golem turns to face you, striking the creature in the face. Ferdinand sends the table smashing into the golem's legs, and Star stabs it through the chest while savagely screaming at it to die. It moans and slumps forward. Star kicks it. I didn't expect it to actually listen. Yay! You have thwarted the undead monster! You are victorious and not dead yourself! Woohoo! Yeah! Alright, so what are you guys gonna do now that you have vanquished your foe? Alright. Get that pole up there. So, do you call in a cleanup crew to take care of this scene? Do you go after the doctor? Or do you make sure everyone on your team is healed up and all better? Get those band-aids out, man. Make sure that they got, like, rainbows on them and stuff. It's all about band-aids. Magical band-aids. Bounty's like, if I just spam 2 in chat, it'll make it so. Get that dirt! Yeah, get the doctor! Don't let him go! You're like, yeah! Is that all he is? Is he a jerk? That's the word that we're using? Oh, no, we got it. Oh, no, you're like, cakes are fired! Cakes are fired! We are not chasing the doctor! So you're gonna call in a cleanup crew and to take care of the scene. Miss Rat just... Miss Rat just threatened you. I don't have a good way to, like, see who's, like, spending the cakes. I can just see it happening. Damn it, Miss Rat! Why no chase doctor? No! We did not him down! Alright, we're gonna call in a cleanup crew to take care of the scene. Boom. Alright. You call in a cleanup crew. You can't leave this strange body here for the mundanes to find. That would create problems for Draco. The orcs are as reliable as ever and respond to your call quickly. You have no idea what they do with the Shadowkind bodies, and you figure it's above your pay grade. Oh, thanks, Maddie. Jesus Christ. It's fine. I don't know what I was reading. You call in the cleanup crew. You can't leave this strange body here for the mundanes to find. That would create problems for Draco. The orcs are as reliable as ever and respond to your call quickly. You have no idea what they do with the Shadowkind bodies, and you figure it's above your pay grade. You probably wouldn't want to know the answer anyway. There are very few problems that cannot be solved through a suitable application of high explosives, the lead orc says, gesturing to the corpse. What? This is not the solution that you were expecting. Madame, the other orc says with a sigh, we can't blow it up. Are you sure? She asks. You leave them to it, whatever it might be, and just hope that the reasonable one wins the debate. You've completed your mission. You have succeeded. You're not dead. And it's still alive? Is that what's screaming? Mandarin soda, as in like mandarin orange? Oh, that sounds so tasty. Bounty, do you want to go back and like chase the doctor and see how that plays out? Get all the story endings. I know you do. Chase the doctor! You're all like, chase it! Chase it! Alright. Okay, guys. Yes, please, let's roundhouse kick him! Kick him right in the head! I'm not even really sure, like, what all moves are called, so I found that writing combat is an interesting challenge that I'm not normally doing, so there's that. Alright, so you're gonna go after the doctor. You can't let that bastard escape, right? You gotta go get him. So you turn from the corpse of the golem and you look to your team. We have to catch the doctor, you state. Oh, he can run, but he cannot hide, Ferdinand declares with a flip of his hands. Magical motes float out of his fingertips and flow through the room. With a surge, they push through the walls and fly through the building. Gotcha, Ferdinand yells. In a blink, Ferdinand disappears. Then he is opening the door for you while he tells you that the doctor is in the parking lot. You grin and cast Expeditious Retreat. He isn't going to get away from you. With the aid of your magic, you easily catch up to the doctor and tackle him. With Star's help, you drag him back to the morgue. And now that you've caught the doctor, what do? Do you question him? Do you kill him? Or do you call in the cleanup crew to take care of this shit? Roundhouse, kick him into submission! Boot to the head! Oh, Bounty is going to go for the kill. Smite stick whack! Oh, push! Oh! The tides are turning! The doctor's gonna die! Oh, wait! You guys, we can't have it a tie. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? No tying. All right, Miss Raj, you gotta be the tiebreaker, I guess. Sure, you question him, then kill him. So what I'm hearing is that Mr. Raj is saying that we go for the question the doctor option. Alright, question the doctor. Yeesh. What were you and Lemire doing, you ask? I've been watching Kiba for him. Kiba is sick and can't take care of himself, so I have to make sure that he stays safe. The doctor looks up at you while he speaks. He seems unaware that Kiba is laying on the floor in front of him. Who's Kiba, you ask? Antoine Lemire's brother, of course. He looks at you as though you were an idiot. He can't see past the veil, Ferdinand says. No, he can't, you mutter, thinking what that might mean. He was being used, Dallas said. Maybe even manipulated with magic. You nod. That's probably true. He will have to go back to headquarters. The research department is going to have to take a look at him. So then you call in the cleanup crew. You call in the cleanup crew because you can't leave the strange body here for the mundanes to find. And gee, she still wants to blow shit up. And you've completed your mission! Yeah! He's spoken. He speaks with all the authority. Do you want to go back and kill the doctor? I know you do. Hey, Void, how you doing? Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate the vote of confidence. I feel like I am muddling along and pretending, and the imposter syndrome is strong with this one. So definitely don't feel like we have any, like, god tier going on here, but, you know, it's fine. I think the closest I come to that is, like, DMing. I mean, I world build? That means I'm a god, right? I make shit, guys. I make shit. All right, so you're gonna kill the doctor. Boom. This one's real short and brutal. You give the order to kill the doctor, and Star doesn't hesitate to plunge her sword into his back. Was that necessary? Ferdinand asks quietly. It was. We can't leave necromancers running around the city, you explain. Ferdinand nods, but he doesn't seem convinced. Boom, just savage! Giga Chad. And then, of course, you gotta call up the cleanup. Ah! Don't not load! Then you gotta call up the cleanup crew. And now there's 2 bodies for them to clean up. But other than that, she still wants to blow shit up, guys. Like, this orc is all about blowing this shit up. I've discovered this goes faster than I thought it would, but that's okay. Are there other points in the story that you would like to go back through and choose another direction? There's no roundhouse kicks. I'm sorry, Bounty. I didn't roundhouse kick. Damn it! I didn't anticipate roundhouse kicking being in need. Surprised she did not whip out her flamethrower. I mean, she does love her flamethrower, so she still might. I mean, it is an option. Just be like, flame on. And hello, respect your stepdad. How you doing? Are you asking what this is? This is a choose your own adventure story. It's an experiment. Because there's only, like, you know, a few options in this thing. There's so many cards. It's an old building and slated for demolition anyway. Just saying. Right? Like, anybody would notice if she just, like, blew the fucker up. Everybody would be like, it's totally fine. It's fine. It's similar to Dungeons & Dragons. It's built in a lot of the same rule sets and structured ideas, but we're not rolling for things. You guys are just, like, choosing options, and then we'll see how the story plays out. So it's definitely choose your own adventure, but it's also in the world settings and flavor of Dungeons and Dragons. 5th edition, ultra modern, with the urban arcana settings specifically. Damn gas leaks! You just can't trust them. Things leak and explosions happen. All right, so you cast Blur instead of like going all out with your claws, guys. Hey gamer, how you doing? You forgot the step for your main account? Dope. Alright, so you cast Blur, making it more difficult for the golem to hit you. Then you take a few steps backwards, drawing the golem out of the corner as it follows you in an effort to hit you. But your spell is working and it misses the mark. Star steps in behind the golem and slashes a sword across its back. Ferdinand yells to Star that she should attack its leg, and Star listens and makes her second attack against one of the golem's leg. It staggers, but managed to keep its balance. Dallas takes a couple shots, aiming at the same leg that Star attacked, and the first bullet hits the floor, but the second cuts through the calf, and this injury is enough to cause the golem to fall to one knee. While your team is engaged with the golem, the doctor makes his way around the room and out the door. He slams it shut and it locks it behind him. You are now trapped in with the golem! You're trapped, bitches. Alright, so you're trapped in here with the golem. Would you like to attack with your claws, aiming for the head and neck? Or do you focus on your defense? We're not trapped in with him, he's trapped in with us. Oh, yes, definitely. He's in trouble now. Was a cool quote in a movie. Oh, well there. I don't know what movie that's from. It's not connecting in my synapses. Insert Evil Plan Book 101, the pun book. How you doing there, sub? You're gonna Google it? You're gonna Googles. Alright, we're gonna focus on defense. Glad to hear that you're doing well. So you keep your claws up and focus on protecting yourself. Star slashes the golem's neck, cutting it deeply. It stumbles to its feet and shuffles towards you. It's not moving as well with its injured leg, but it is still able to walk. Dallas lands 2 bullets in its back. You have to admit that it's pretty impressive how much damage this creature has taken, and you're beginning to think that it will never fall when Ferdinand kicks it, causing it to lose its balance. And while it is laying on the ground, Star strikes its neck a second time, and it stops moving. Its head rolls away. Yeah, decapitation. Watchmen from 2009. Oh, I haven't seen that one. It's a superhero movie, or an anti-superhero movie. No superheroes for you. We'll go out to the doctor, because you know what happens if you go to the cleanup crew. It's really good. So you turn from the corpse of the golem, and you look to your team. We have to catch the doctor, you state. Oh, he can run and he can't hide! So then you're back at this decision. Where you can kill the doctor! Or you can question him, or you can just, like, pack up and leave. I've been trying to hold it, but my brain wants to know where May is. Well, May's still in bed. You see, I had this appointment, and so the appointment took longer than it was supposed to. I got here like, I don't know, 5 minutes before it was supposed to start stream, and I just like
Thank you.
like hurry, and so May's still in bed. She's chilling, taking a nap, I guess, while we're in here working, because yeah, Hi, May. Look, see, May still exists. She didn't die. It's fine. Look, we have May. We have a May. And thank you, Just. We appreciate the follow. This is the May. And we have a raid! Welcome, Justin, Party of 9! How you guys doing? Welcome, raiders! I'm just gonna be like May now tonight. Like, she can be the star of the show. Oh, I got her too close.
Thank you.
There we go. Wait. It's hard to tell when you're sitting behind her if she's aimed right, so I apologize if you're like looking at her nostril or something. So how you guys doing? Welcome. We got Real. Huzzah! Welcome. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. What were you doing? Oh, you were playing Valorant? Were you like conquering the world, kicking butt and taking names? Alright. Wait, I think... Is May looking at the camera? I can't even tell. I think she's... Maybe? Sort of? I think she's looking at you guys. Imagine May being like, you guys are amazing! You were taking over. Nice! You're destroying the enemy! Oh! Meep! Meep. Just messed that word up. It's fine! It's the naked! Guys, look how squishy and soft she is. It's amazing! Amazing! She's like the most amazing, fluffy, like, cloud creature that ever existed. She's so amazing to hug and snuggle. If you guys don't have a Squishmallow, you should have a Squishmallow because Squishmallows are awesomest. They're the awesomest. They're so squishy awesome. Okay, May, buddy. Boop. Okay. I think that you'll sit there and not fall off. That'd be awkward if I like elbowed her onto the floor. That would be awkward. Drink some Pepsi with it. Kai Outdoor Legends. So, guys. I will say that this definitely did not take as much time as I expected that it would. So, there's that. Other than that, what do you guys think? Is it something that it was fun and worth doing again? Or, hey David, how you doing? Joy of default ad settings does not matter how long they are, nobody loves them. That is so true. And I've messed around with where to put them, all of that, and it doesn't, nobody's ever happy. Ads suck. So what did you guys think of the weird choose your own adventure? It's fun. It's fun how Bounty is such a cake spender to get us killed. He does like to go in reckless. And hello, David! We love new people! Welcome to the Dazzle! And hi! I need to know what type of car I should buy. I don't know anything about cars. Why would you ask me this? I'm gonna take that clip, ads suck, and use it for my benefit. Oh no! Ads, do you suck? Are you all like... Alright, so now we need to find some kind of game, entertainment, etc. That's not the one that I was looking for. There we go. It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. You love my energy. Well, thanks! I'm glad because, well, it doesn't turn down very often. It's usually just like... Da, da, da. We're waiting on the answer? The answer to what? Was there a question? Did I miss a question? Bounty, are you trolling me? Did I miss a question? I apparently am clueless again. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Alright, loading up some games. Poop. Betty is a troller! To the box! You're like, put him in the box! Put him in the box for being a troll! Alright, do you guys want to stay in story mode? I'll let you guys vote. What's next? Do we go to play Monster Prom and we stay in story mode? Or what else can we play that's kind of goofy and fun and already uploaded and doesn't require any updates, etc.? We could go to Killing Bigfoot. Or I think the other option would be that we could like do a Don't Starve night. All right, well, we'll throw that out there. What do you guys want to do? What do you got to switch to? Monster Prom! Push need redemption! I mean, you have a chance. We could totally catch that vampire. I mean, we were so close at one point. Like, I thought we were gonna get him. When she says, I'll let you guys vote, all I hear is, fight the bounty with your tanks! Push smash! I swear that Twitch increased the number and length of ads recently. It really feels like that. It feels like we haven't changed settings, but the ad settings did seem to be different. So what is my favorite game? So I would say the game that I've played the most hours in is hands down 7 Days to Die. So that probably gives it my favorite category for sure. How about you guys? What is your guys' favorite game? All right, we're going to switch over to Monster Prom. Maybe we can catch that vampire. All right, I got to change my category too. Edit stream. Chasing the vampire. Because we're going to get him. Alright, switch, and then... Yeah. It didn't let you vote? You got denied. Make ads do it. Needs to learn the ropes. Make her do what? Make her play? All right. Boop. All right, guys. Make her change the stream info. Oh. All right. We should have time to play through one long game. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I mean, are we playing Butch again? I mean, oh yeah, I need the training. What, training? There's training? I don't remember there being any training. We just sort of like, I don't know, dived in and fucked around and figured shit out. It sounds like there's a debate, so we'll do a vote. Who? Okay, we got yellow, we got red, we got green, and we got blue. Who are we gonna play this time, guys? You got a minute. Fight it out with your cakes. Please vote, but the vote. This game looks cool. This game is absolutely hilarious. I don't know who wrote all this stuff, but this game is so funny. So the fire girl is red. Butch, come on! You have a stream! We can catch this vampire man. He's gonna be ours. I mean, we slowly figuring it out. You guys got a few minutes left on the poll. Looks like blue is winning. Oh, the cakes! The cakes are flying! And we're gonna be blue tonight! We're gonna be blue tonight! Okay, boop! Okay, do we name with Vicky, or are we gonna go with, like, Carl? Don't worry, there's always time for Butch to get redemption. Alright, so we're gonna be Vicky, guys.
Let's go!
Let's go! And we had yet to experience an ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom! I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt! 19, a sweet mermaid princess who is as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 400 and something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlein, a 23-year-old, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Butch Jr. The name should be Butch Jr. I'm sure Vicky is the same as Butch Jr. It's fine. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We had only 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we had only 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. And thank you, gamer! We appreciate the support! I have no idea why I didn't make all the bells and whistles, but we appreciate it just the same. Just wanted to thank you for the endless amounts of entertainment over the past few months that I've been watching your channel. Aw, thank you! That's very sweet. I'm glad that you've been enjoying. Alright guys, this is where we decide what our numbers are going to be. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Alright, so you're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? So guys, what's the law we pass? 1, 2, 3, just up and down. What law are we going for? Do we deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead? Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. $1 bills will now include a picture of me and the inscription, "Beware! Too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever." Or number 3, trivia fact. Presidents don't pass laws, so is this a trick question, or are you just being an idiot? I'm sure we're not just being an idiot, it's fine. It looks like the, alert came delayed. It's fine. And man, I ran out of coffee. My cup is gone! Okay, the cup is here, but the contents are gone. Some gremlin drank it all. I don't know what happened. Alright, so it looks like we're deducting taxes with sonnets. Makes us creative. We're creative! Damn it, May! Yeah. Drink the coffee! Don't blame me! I was just sitting here. Did you give her too much coffee? I don't think that there's ever too much coffee. Like, that's a lie. So you built a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. So what does this statue represent? Alright, so from top to bottom, 1, 2, 3. Get in your votes. Number 1, your least favorite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. Or number 2, that glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. Or number 3, that mind-blowing twist in your favorite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff that they show on the news. I mean, news is so boring. Who wants the news? I mean, too much coffee ads, is that possible? I don't know. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. Definitely not a thing. I mean, we just need, like, enough coffee to fill a swimming pool. Then we might have enough coffee. Alright, so we're going with 2. That glorious instant! Poof. Yeah, we're fun! What criteria would you use to name your children? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, I don't think we get 6 options. I guess that meh, no name just doesn't happen. Because there's no room. A non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms is number 1. 2, I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. 3, my name plus 11 the second. 4, something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. 5, just a swear word. And 6 is off the table, no space. Oh, it's a thing for the squirrel. Squirrels? There are no squirrels. What are we talking about? Squirrels? Squirrels? No, we need creative and smarts. Are you still going after Liam, Bounty? The ever elusive vampire. Now we know what bounty you're hunting. Nobody will pick on my kid. Are you really that into Liam? He just doesn't want us. He's like, nah. Alright, so we got 7 smarts, 4 boldness, 7 creativity, 3 charm, 7 fun, and 5 money. We're gonna kick his ass. Oh, okay. Well, we all know that we need charm no matter who we're gonna woo. Let's Van Helsing that ass. So let's start in the gym. Oh, she looks so stressed out. Like, whoa! That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm! We got 2 charms! Later, you see Miranda and Vera cornered by the wolf pack, who are watching them like a pack of wolves.
The wolf pack is here!
How would one of you ladies like to go on a date tonight with the hottest dogs ever to not be literal hot dogs? Oh, wow. What? That line's bad. Whoa.
What?
I wouldn't at all.
Ugh, what a commoner.
This is not at all how I like my courtships to begin. Where are the jewels? Where are the flowers? Where are the bloody heads of my enemies? Oh man, we'll show you courtship on the court when we win on the court at sports. We'll show you sportship courtship. Oh. Almost 3 a.m. I need to sleep. All right, good night, Bounty. Sleep well. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Every time I think the guys at this school can't get any dumber. Oh, I get it. You're both shy. Don't worry. Our barks are worse than our bites. Except when we're doing sports, because then we bring it. Yeah! But if neither of you have the confidence to say which one wants to go out with us tonight, we can just choose for you. Yikes! Like, they're relatively well-intentioned, but you should definitely step in and save one of them. Alright, what do we do next? 1 or 2, guys? So number 1, tonight, Miranda can't. I have 2 tickets to Creek de la Mer's underwater show, Or 2, you don't want to go out with Vera. I hear her snakes have syphilis. Yes, defend a woman's honor by saying she has sexually transmitted diseases. That is exactly the way to do it. You got cakes to spend. You're like, I'm staying here, man. We're gonna woo them. We're gonna woo them with cakes. With the power of cakes, we shall woo them all. Maybe with the power of cakes, we can finally get a prom date. All right. Miranda's eyes light up like an anglerfish.
How majestic.
Creek de la mer! As a little girl, I always wanted to be an aqua gymnast.
Mediocre.
Of course you did. Until I realized it required hard work and discipline, at which point I decided I was just much happier as a princess. But I still love watching it. How thoughtful of you to procure tickets for me and my favorite maidservant.
Don't miss me.
I'll tell you all about it. What? Oh. Man, we're getting snubbed and we haven't even, we just like saved your butt and you're like, we're getting snubbed already, guys. We're just starting out and we're getting rejected. Shut down. Let's go write a list of jokes we can make about this awkward loser. Whatever, you still made Miranda super happy and distracted the wolf pack. So win, you gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. I mean, she could have at least, like, gone with us.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so which table are we going to sit at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we sitting, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we wooing? I don't know. You guys get to decide. You're driving the bus. Anonymous played Screamer. Anonymous! Why are you screaming? We're trying to woo people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we sitting? You guys are gonna have to decide who you're gonna try to woo. I can't say I've ever sat with the cat at the cafeteria. Oh, what? We got an even divide between 2 and 4? Miss Raj! 2 or 4? What? Miss Raj, you gotta decide. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. As you approach your chosen table, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for a transcendent food pick. Of course, he's taking food picks, right? Food pick! Ride those food picks to victory! What is Scott doing? What? What does that even mean? I know, right? When I say food, you say pick. Food! No. Food!
Enough.
Stop. 2, 4 picks, 8. Food do we appreciate? Food picks, food pick. Go! Cease this incessant chanting this instant.
Oh.
What? But I'm trying to help you take the best food pick. You've been trying to take this food pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snap a pic so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only ordered this food so I could take pictures of it, and you're not helping.
Oh, bro.
I know. My cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I need is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. No, what you need is a swift kick in the... But it's too late. Scott's already chosen you as his cheer partner. Now it is up to you what the two of you will do. All right, guys. How are we going to manage the cheering situation? We've got to pick Liam up and toss him into the air. It's the only way to really amp him up. Or Liam's food picks are art, so we've got to use art to cheer him on. The quiet art of mime. Oh, good God. Mime cheering. Is Miss Roach also into Liam? I don't know. Maybe he's just that, like, he's after, like, the elusive prey, you know, the magical beast that always gets away. Okay, Liam, what was your pick? We must woo the Liam. Wait, we got one. We got an even divide. What is it with all the ties tonight, guys? Guys, you're kidding me. Somebody vote. Vote. Okay. Woo. All right, we're going with 2. Liz, foot picks are art. You lead Scott in a totally artistic, totally silent mime cheer that involves an invisible rope, an invisible dog sled, and an invisible hot dog buffet? What? None of that even makes sense. You eventually leave Scott trapped inside a tiny box and move with Liam to another table. Oh, that's so mean! Thanks for saving me from that. True food photography, or as I call it, le photographe des éléments, cannot be rushed. Are you sure he's okay over there in that box? Poor Scott. Oh. Hey. They're pretty sure he's fine. You let him out at the end of lunch and he licks your face, but most importantly, Liam tags you in his triumphant food pick. Is this for real? My French is good though. Oh, is it now? Sure. You prefer Scott. He is really like snuggly cuddly. All right, so I don't know what we need for baseline charm, but I feel like we're going to need another boosted charm if we want a chance. So it also depends on who you're going to woo, what stats we need. Like, we need creativity and smarts, I think, if you're going for Liam. I mean to say it's gold, but this thing auto-corrected. That makes way more sense. I was like, I don't think it's good, but thanks for being nice. I appreciate it, but I mean, I don't even speak English good, so I know that another language ain't happening proper. All right, guys, who we trying to woo? We got to decide who we're gonna woo if we're gonna like figure out which stats we're gonna get. So who do you think we should woo? Are we going after Liam again? Like, he's been our elusive. Okay, we got Liam. We got the wolf. There's the ghost. There's the Gorgon. And there's the demon. Alright, guys. Who you aiming for? Liam's not gonna pick us. I mean, he definitely hasn't so far. We've had, like, 0 luck. Hey there, Funk Soul. How you doing? We're doing pretty good tonight. We're doing a story night, and it's been interesting. Do we go after the ever elusive Liam? Or Do we go for someone new? Maybe the fluffy wolf? Oh, we're gonna... Wolf? Demon? Who we gonna go for? Throw in your cakes. Don't make it a tie. Oh, come on. It can't be a three-way tie, guys. It's not okay. We're gonna go after Liam. Okay, it's always about Liam. We're obsessed, guys. We're obsessed with the vampire. It's glorious vampire self. All right, so that means we need some smarts and creativity and some charm. So let's get our smarts. Well, if we go to class right now, we'll go to the store. Let's not do that. That didn't go for us well last time. So let's do the auditorium to get some creativity out. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Yeah, apparently it's Liam lovers. This CC translation works pretty good. Nice feature. It does seem to do a pretty good job. I'll say that when I was watching the, as I've been watching the VODs, it gets it right most of the time. So it's been pretty cool. I love watching CC while I'm watching videos. It makes it so much easier for me to understand what's going on. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly. And that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation, and that's bound to be much more interesting.
Hiya!
Oh, Jesus. I don't know why that startled me, but there we are. Heya, babes! You were making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Well, good night, Bounty. I hope you sleep well. Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future because continuity at this school seems to be a bit random. Noise! Let's do it! Y'all know my favorite things in the world. Drugs? Sexual activities? Noise? No, dummies, that too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club. Huh? I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote dope poems and made new friends? No, the other thing.
Whoa.
Fuck yes, that's right. So weird. I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know? She dies in so many random ways. Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I proposed we start the club.
So authentic.
A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. Boring! I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. It's a pony! Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional, but in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No, our lives are fueled by conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why I need you to choose which club is the best one, because Vicky always seems to choose based on who she wants to ask to prom. So, which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. A tough choice, mostly because I'm like super drunk right now. A tough choice indeed! It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options, because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. Alright, guys. How are we going to sway Polly? I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub. The best club is clearly the club because... And then just throw some confetti. Confetti! It's all about the confetti. Like, especially if it's glitter confetti. Oh my god! Like, confetti! It's got superpowers. I mean, you don't even really need confetti. Just throw glitter. It's just as good. It's amazing. Just like get a big thing of it. Just be like poof, yeah. Like maybe I should carry little packets of it in my pocket to just like poof at people when exciting, cool things happen. Because I am sure that Mr. Arch would love to have the glitter in his beard. Confetti is almost as bad as glitter. Almost, but not as bad. So if I gave you a choice, that means I could use confetti. Yes! We're going with 1.
Yes.
Oh, good point, Vicky. I do like nightclubs. Do you realize it would be nothing like an actual nightclub, right? Are you sure? Have you been to this Little Pony Sweet Dreams nightclub? No, but less butts and more butts. Boo! Pony butts!
Oh, how majestic.
Ponies have majestic buttocks indeed.
Whoa.
Now I need to see it myself. I hope they know how to shake those pony asses! Are we going back to the confetti debate? I mean, I didn't think there was a debate. Confetti is amazing! Glitter equals craft herpes. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it is infectiously awesome, though. I have no idea what's happening.
Huzzah!
The only thing I understood is that my proposal has won, and that's the only thing that matters. Vicky, it might be true you only make choices based on who you want to ask for prom, but if that's true, you're off to a good start. Fuck yeah! You can't wait to tell rad bedtime stories to ponies alongside Miranda. Meanwhile, you gain 2 charm and a smart. Glitter is great, but it gets everywhere. I know it's amazing! And then everything's sparkly and all the things. There's nothing wrong with everything being sparkly. I mean, there's never anything that I don't want to have sparkles. I haven't encountered something. I mean, I guess if I were in the middle of helping with a surgery, I wouldn't want glitter in that. I definitely wouldn't want that. And I probably wouldn't want somebody to, shoot confetti up my twat. I mean... So I guess not in everything, but for the most part, just throwing it in the air should be totally fine. Alright, so we need smarts and creativity, so it's time to go to class, guys. You don't need glittery testicles. But they're shiny! That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gained 2 smarts! We got 10, 10, and 9. We're doing great, guys. I mean, they would look pretty! You see Liam talking to Miranda. Miranda looks confused, and Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh.
Yuck!
But I simply do not understand this art you are describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom. No, no, no. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposely gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit, even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building. It was revolutionary. It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Elathithian 5th Dynasty. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto, art on such a grand scale.
So mainstream.
That's not art. That's populism at its worst. Well, I don't think that bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You got this, no problem. It is so simple. How are we going to define art, guys? We can nail this. It's just not that hard. Let's define it as if our lives and dates depended on it. Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Or art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad things inside. What are we going with, guys? What is art? Is art badness, or is it about making expensive shit? Guys, you're doing the tie thing again. Quick, somebody else vote. Stop tying it up. Ah, there we go. That's properly, uneven. Whew. Can't have ties. Ties are rough, man. We're gonna make Miss Rotch use all of his votey powers in one night. I really just didn't think that so many ties would be a thing, but it's been all the thing tonight. All of them. We're going with one. All right.
How majestic.
Oh, how true. Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Giblet Grinston completed his masterpiece. After that, he was able to sell it to the Architrans for 1 trillion doubloons. The Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say, sometimes we must suffer for other people's art.
Not bad.
That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You gain some new knowledge about the solar system and also 2 smarts and 1 charm. Guys, we're doing great. 12, 10, 10. Now we just need to get Liam some hearts on. Come on, we need to get him some hearts. All right, so if we're wooing Liam, let's sit at his table. Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What do these 2 have, bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks that we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we eat our food. Which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I cannot be late! If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful, in a sexy way. Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. All right, what is our fiendishly clever plan? Do we dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate, or do we dump all of Liam's food onto Polly's plate? Remember, we're wooing Liam. Which way do we go here? Liam's food onto Polly plate, or Polly food onto Liam plate? Dump the food. Dump the food. Dump the food. Push all the food into a big pile. So much food being dumpaged. And this music is turning into weird sound effects. I don't know what to think of it. Maybe these are the haunting sounds of Polly. I don't know what the music's doing. It's fine. We're going with number 2. Liam's food onto Polly's plate. With all the artistic subtlety of performance artist Marana Abramovic, you pour Liam's food into Polly's plate and through her lap. No, this is literally the exact opposite of what I wanted. Good Lord, what a tableau! A ghost bewildered by a mountain of unwanted food. This is perhaps my most daring food pick yet. You guys are really throwing me under the bus here, which isn't cool because throwing me under the bus is totally how I died. I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. I have clearly consumed all of my food quite honestly and forthrightly. Luckily for you and Liam, the hobgoblins are total morons with no secondary theory of mind. They instantly believe Liam's ruse. Liam whisks you away with the afternoon meeting of the Smug Superiority Club, where you spend hours practicing your sneers and gazing into each other's eyes. It's her disgruntled sounds of getting all that food, right? She's just like making the noises, not happy about the food. Alright, so looks like we either need some more charm or creativity. So let's go for charm. Back to the gym, guys. I mean, or we can try to go to the library. And do we want to go shopping? So we can go to the library, which is shopping. Or we could go to the gym, which will give us charm. We could do the auditor, that for creative. Or we can go back to class to get more Smarties. What do you guys think we should do? I don't know how to spell auditorium. It's fine. It's on the screen, but don't ask me questions. It was so much typing. There were so many letters. I panicked! You want to risk it with shopping? Just no free gifts, please. I mean, I don't even know if you get the same free gift every time. I have to admit, I'm curious. I'm super curious. Like, if every time it's coal. I'm not saying that's what we have to do. I'm just saying we can. I mean, don't you want to know if you can get something other than coal? Or are we just gonna, like, coal it? You know, we could be careful. But, I mean, doesn't curiosity ever summon you forth to go into the library and buy the secret present? And we might get rocks, but you never know. You might get something useful. Like, I don't know, dragon porn or something. You never know what it might be. There could be things worth having. All right, I guess we're going to the gym. Let's get charming. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of the teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It is the most epic wink ever seen. Damn! You know how to win over people's hearts. You're going to charm. It's fabulous. You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught. Most terrible news, friend! I've just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery or how often we romance our siblings. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Documentary. Please help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Oh, well, how are we going to help her root out the traitors? We must find them. We must uncover them. We must thwart them. We can keep an eye out for the classic signs like shifty eyes, suited black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk, or pretty much everybody is a traitor, just spin a bottle and whoever it points out, kill him. Spin the bottle, kill! That's the way to go. Random murder! Death! Bring on the chaos! I mean, who doesn't want to spin a bottle to watch you die? You know you do. I mean, but there is something to be said about the classic cliches of having them shifty eyes. And if you're wearing a black cloak, there's only one reason. You know that it's mischief. That is like the definition of mischief making right there. Definitely sketchy shit. Alright? We're gonna keep an eye out for those sketchy fuckers. But that would mean...
Disgraceful.
Good Lord, Dark Heart, stop traitor! I mean, that definitely sounds like a traitor. I mean, like, that's a traitor name. I must warn Father at once! We have to find a new royal babysitter! A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. So we gain 2 smarts and a money! Guys, we're awesome sauce! We're the sexiest dead chick in high school. Yeah!
Let's go.
Yeah! Let's do this! Alright! So... we need creativity. And that's the lowest of our 3, so let's go there. Boop. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity, and you also lose 3 years of your life as you're into the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. Miranda is sitting on her throne. She had her servants bring it here, of course, and she looks quite worried. You ask, what's up? Do you think this play is fabulous? Because it decidedly is not. Oh, my father's chart of Royal Fabulous, it would rank just below the Village Pig Humping Festival. Oh. It must be more fabulous. 'Tis my duty as a princess to make it so. But the sheer barbarity has paralyzed my mind. What to do? Alright, guys, how are we going to make it fabulous? We must make it fabulous. We cannot have it be pig humping equivalent. I mean, that's just barbaric. We cannot be barbaric. We must be epic so that people will want to date us. Alter the script so that it is about your kingdom. It might be vulgar, but it will be inspire and educate the peasants. Or take the leading role. Nothing could make it more fabulous than your royal presence. Oh, well, that's one way to woo the snob, right? Be all like, you! We must have you! I mean, clearly it's all about the mermaid! And, you know, every time we talk about, like, her, I keep remembering that her description includes how she's genocidal. And how she has all these servants. So, how does that go? Like, I don't know that that's a good thing. Guys, it's sketchy. Like, alright, so we're gonna go with number 1. We're gonna alter that script. We're creative! Yes! It's a perfectly lovely idea. But our royal family has such a long and storied history. What subjects should form the focus of the play? The liberation of the Tritons from their land? The glorious constitution that relieved people of their rights? I know, the referendum in which 146% of the citizens decided that father should rule forever. What princess doesn't like propaganda? You got a bright future as a royal bard ahead of you. You gain 2 charm and creativity. Guys, we're rocking it. Look at this. 14 smart, 13 creativity, and 14 charm. We are like a Liam magnet. We just gotta survive with these numbers. No rocks, guys. No rocks.
Let's go.
Alright, where's Liam? Alright, sitting here with the Gorgon. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Wine, that most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think? So, do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I am not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure that most sommelers just make stuff up anyway. So you suavely recommend. What are we recommending, guys? We gotta woo him. We must impress him with our sommelers abilities. I think it was the first option that he liked. I think that was the first one. I think that's the one that he was happy with, that gave him the like, yeah. So I'm not sure though. You think it was the first one too? Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, yeah, I think that's the one that it like plays on the whole sanguine. You can't vote? What? Dude, reload. You gotta vote. So like access denied. What's happening? That's no fun. Why all the no voting? Sirsock almost kills us because we didn't choose the sangria. I do remember for sure now. You're right. She was so mad. You guys were going to pick the other option and she was like, no, I shall not have it. And she like invested all of her cakes. All right. Try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. You know the pronounced sweetness and citrus flavors would go well with an unholy blood meal. I've always tried to pair Point Noir with blood, you know, because noir means dark, like my soul. And I always avoided sangria because the little bits of fruit in it made it seem inauthentic. But I suppose the clue is in the title, isn't it? This truly is a new dawn for sanguine cuisine. Well, not dawn per se, but let's say a new dusk. Yes, a new dusk for sanguine cuisine. As someone who does not literally drink blood, I'm afraid I can't share your enthusiasm. But I do like to imagine vampires getting chunks of fruit stuck between their fangs. Liam ignores her. He's too busy gazing at you over the rim of his glass. He's a little drunk, but you don't judge. She had us ready with that one, right? She was like, I'm prepared. I have my takes. All right, so we got some love. Oh, yeah. We definitely need that, too. So we're at 14, 13, 14. So creativity is our lowest. I don't know that the other stats matter at all. How about do we wanna go shopping? All right, let's go shopping, guys.
Hey, stranger.
Hey, why would you study and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead? Am I right? Guys, we can buy porn. Let's do it. We're gonna buy porn. Dragon Heat, a classic. It's so cheesy and stupid that you just can't stop reading it. I never thought I would say this, but now I'm super into dragon abs.
No refunds.
Guys, we've got dragon porn. I'm always amazed at how people keep coming and buying all this stupid crap. It's intriguing. We had just enough money. The Ross. Oh, the dragon porn! Behold the awesomeness of porn! Alright, so we're gonna go to class with our pornography. That day you were astonished by the new stuff you learned in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise! You gain one valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And two smarts! You're wandering down the hallway reading Dragon Heat as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very, because Polly and Vera clock this immediately. Ugh, are you actually reading erotic fan fiction about dragons?
Yes!
Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana von Barritla cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I don't. I've never. Okay, fine. I may read Dragon Heat, but don't go around just telling people. Pshaw! We're clearly safe with her. A fellow Dragophile can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone into Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting, and it still managed to amaze me with all new levels of wrong. Yeah, right? I fucking love it. Yet, I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonghard, Horace the Hydra, and the deranged Draco Delacourt have to rest in an inn after the Choking Bay adventure, only to discover that they have just one bed available! There's only one bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Viserion unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself! And then they totally bang. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-cest. Amen! What about you, Vicky? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner kinks to us. No pressure. So what are our inner kinks, guys? Like, no pressure, okay? We just want to, reveal our kinky side to these two ladies here. So easy. The Sexcalibur arc, where they want to discover the chosen one who can control the mythical Sexcalibur dildo, and they have a super orgy so everyone can have their turn with the dildo. Or what about this exclusive chapter that I've written myself? Are we writing porn, or are we about the Sexcalibur? I mean, who doesn't want a sex sword? Like, slay it, bitches, right? Like, alright. Maybe that's just me, but... I mean, I personally would just never write, pornographic fanfic. I mean, a scandal! Definitely nothing like that. It just, no, can't be writing the adult naughty stuff. So, Sexcalibur? Or our own adult naughty versions? Oh, we're definitely going for the sword. Sword! Not so fun. Ooh, the Sexcalibur arc. I mean, it is a good one, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of controversial, don't you think? The Great King Fellatio III organized the Sexcalibur trial where everyone tried out mythical Sexcalibur dildo. And it was all in good fun, but it turned out the legend was a lie, invented by the king who just wanted to have an orgy with everyone. So even if everyone enjoyed it a lot, it spawned a very long and necessary conversation on consent. I am with Vera here. Also, they never depict any proper orgy preparation, and being the literature buff I am, I can understand the writer didn't want to spend time there, and the reader should assume it happened, but it's still kind of problematic too. Nothing as good as good old orgy, but not so good if it lacks the correct preparation for health and hygiene. Dunno, Vicky. I'm not sure what to think of if the Sexcalibur arc is your favorite in Dragon Heat. We can assume she just wanted to play cool and edgy to impress us, and she failed. Yeah, boo. Don't go all try hard on us. There's nothing as sexy as being yourself. Agree. And so they leave. Welp, you failed that one. Kind of difficult not to try too hard when romancing them, since this is technically a dating sim. Still, you lose 2 charm. Our charm! And a boldness. We totally got judged. We got judged after we were told that it was fine. Man! We're getting judged on our porn preferences. How rude. Alright, we gotta go for some charm. Restore the charm.
Let's go.
Alright, so Liam's stable. Boop. When you reach Liam and Damien's stable, you find it absent of food but covered in paperwork. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. This is the proper reply. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure. Either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. All right, guys. What are we voting for with this artistic food? I don't remember. I think we've encountered this one before. I don't remember which one was Liam's. Happiness? I think it was the first one, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's so many things. I don't remember them all. I don't have the memory for this. I think that you could definitely play through this game more betterer if you could remember all the options and then all of the like ways that it like swayed your stats so that you could plan better. But I don't have the memory for that. And I almost feel like I need a scorecard, like to make our own scorecard to keep track of the like love points that we're winning, because it's rude that that's hidden. You should know what somebody, you know, is feeling, right? That should be like a displayable stat. You should just see their hearts. They should wear them out visibly. We're doing the white plate. That's it. Yes, we got a heart on for Liam. Yes. Oh wait, that. Okay, I mean, it seems to be true either way. I maintain my statement. That's it? That's it?
So authentic.
Don't you see, Damien? It's a bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. Really? It sounds like a plate with a leaf on it. Oh, you'll never understand. But, like, why even have a leaf on a plate if you're trying to be so minimalistic? My God, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it, our new menu item. Nothing. The school received Liam's petition. From now on, the lunch line will include one empty tray. A great victory for artistic expression. And the poor demon does not get any fun food to have at lunch.
Let's go.
All right, so we've got 16 smarts, 13 creative, and 12 charms. So let's go to the gym, try to buff up that charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly you convince him to not throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of the moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but it isn't now. And you gain 2 charm! Guys, we're winning! Another gym class, another game of dodgeball. Seriously, do we not play anything else? On your team is the unathletic undead Liam, currently surrounded by the wolf pack. What? The wolves are ganging up on our prince?
Battery low.
Oh, I guess I gotta plug myself in here. They're ganging up on our prince, guys. This is like
Charging battery.
not acceptable behavior. We've got to come to our dead man's defense.
What a noob!
Bro, just give up now. Go back to your coffin, because it's about to rain balls on your face. Ah, yes, a vaguely homophobic double entourage from some frat dogs. That's original. Let me guess, my frail, lean form is about to be decimated in a display of hypermasculinity. Hello, Spassing, how you doing? And is gamble a thing in chat? I don't know what you expect that command to do, but we don't have a command for that. But we're spending cakes to sway the odds. In a very unsportsmanlike competition, since it's 4-on-1, let's just get this over with. You can't let Liam give up. The winning team gets worm cakes. Give him a great strategy. All right, guys, we have to make sure that Liam does not get his ass kicked. We definitely are not gonna get any points if he gets beat up. Yeah, I don't know anything about the, like, gamble thing. I haven't even seen it in other ones. So you can, like, bet your cakes? So you're a vampire, play dead, or turn into a vampire bat, bite them, and give them rabies. I mean, he didn't like turning into a bat before, so maybe playing dead. I mean, and he's pretty good at being dead. He's already dead, so he could totally nail dead. I mean, I would think that being a vampire bat and biting him would be more effective, but he really didn't like the idea of being a bat in the past. I don't know. Oh, you're fine, spazzing. I don't know. What do you think? To die or to bite? What are we going to do? Looks like we're going to die. I mean, we're already dead, so nothing lost, right? So smart! I can't believe you're talking me into making an effort in PE. Still better than risking afterlife and limb. With that, Liam crosses his arms over his chest and falls straight backward. Bros, did that skinny dude just die? The wolf pack goes over and begins to sniff Liam up and down, their noses way too close for comfort. You take this opportunity to bomb the shit out of them, ball after ball, leading your team to victory. We gained 2 boldness and some smarts, guys. Yes, we got all kinds of smarts out of that. Nice winning, guys. We're nailing this. Let's just not get any coal.
Let's go.
All right, so we got 17 smarts, 13 creativity, and 14 charm. So it looks like we need to go to creativity because that's our lowest one. All right, let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. What? Robbery! But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. Yes, win them with music! Oh, I guess we got the creativity after all. They just bait and switched us! Okay, this seems to be going well. I'm scared for the outcome. I know, right? It seems to be going good, and I'm just like, when are we gonna have the other shoe drop? Like, I am waiting for the rock. I'm totally waiting for the coal. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heat. Oh, we're still carrying the dragon heat. When you're spotted by Miranda and Damien? Wow, dragon heat! I love it! Also, you may not know this about Damien just by looking at him, but it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic at heart. Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for the dragon dong, Mary. Nothing's so bad yet so good as a billionaire dinosaur made me gay. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonhard and Godiva Galtina. Deep emotional connection? Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold File boning Godiva and then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way. I worry about you, Mary. I really, really do. I just desperately want to know what happens next in Dragon Heat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? Okay, guys, what do we think? Do we think that Harold's an asshole? Or do we think that there was a good reason? True art imitates life. Let's look at Damon's sexy messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Harold may or may not be a scoundrel, but love is alive and well. Let me take both of you out on the greatest three-way first date ever to prove it. I'm sure that a three-way is exactly how to, like, you know, end the dispute on this storytelling conundrum. Yes, three ways. We must definitely go for three-way. I mean, but you never know. It might be interesting to see what Damien's been telling on other people on his phone. You never know. He might actually be, in fact, the romantic that Miri has accused him of being. You just never know. What do you guys think we should do? What? 50-50? Miss Ratch, we need another tiebreaker because tonight is all about the damn ties. I don't know how to feel about this. You're going for one? Okay. So we're gonna look at his messages. So creative! Aha, that'll solve everything forthwith. Real life logic applied to fictional circumstances always clears things up. No, wait, don't. Too late. Miranda snatches Damien's phone and using some kind of magic is able to unlock it and open horny dating app. Why, Damien, the things you're saying to these people? No! They're beautiful. Never in my life have I read such heartfelt, soul-wrenching expressions of deep love. I mean, a sonnet based on each person's username. Quite beautiful. I can only hope that one day someone will treat me with the same affection that you show to those that you court online. That's not me. A lame-ass poet hacked my account because of reasons. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, reasons. There's nothing to be ashamed of, Damien. This is beautiful, and being so vulnerable takes courage. Fine, okay. I think love is mental. But fuck, getting vulnerable unsettles me fucking big time. And yeah, I fucking think McDonghar truly loves Godiva, and so he might have a good reason for his sudden disappearance. I know, right? I knew he couldn't be mean-spirited, and I knew you couldn't either, Damien. Doesn't it feel good to have shared your softer side? Fuck you, Mary. Fuck you hard. But yes. Huzzah! Yay! Everyone believes in love. The real question is, might they believe in love with you? That's the real cliffhanger here. You gain 2 charm and a boldness. Guys, we're gonna be Princess Charming. Look, we got 16. Guys, we're so winning. All right, we got like...
Let's go.
15 creativity, 16 charm, 17 smarts. All right! Let's sit at the right table. You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the frowny Liam scale. The what? The frowny Liam scale. Normally I could tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time. So I created a chart to measure your frowningness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so that it truly popped with my massacre momentgram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. And so I am writing a scathing wealth review. Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out. Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I'm simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Vicky. Her taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely she can see this subpar cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. Vicky is truly more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Alright, guys, how are we going to help? We must help with this cafeteria conundrum. Alright, Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people. We pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria, at least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most wildly read periodicals. I mean, I think that number 2 would be more in favor of Liam. Be all like, yes, let's hire a formal assholery writer. Yes, so that we shall formally fuckery. Just be like, fuck did you? With all the capital letters. All right, we're going for it. Excellent idea. Oh, we got a heart. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility, more than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me. You think you have the most humility? You shall never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I am the humblest person to live. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble, too. You use your magnificent calligraphy skills that you picked up in your elective class, Calligraphy and Murder, to write 5 letters chock full of aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How is it breathing in there? And gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems to have worked because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Ah, I knew the exquisite Jacques Azonor would have enthusiasm for our plight, thus his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I am afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address.
Thank you.
Stop contacting me! And it's not telling me who followed, even though it gave me the sound. So thank you! I appreciate the follow, mystery follower! You are amazing! Most lovingly yours, great and humblest food critic, Jacques Azonor. Oh, Vicky, nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other for prom. Hopefully, at the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow the dove sometime to send anthrax to your enemies. Love, anthrax, it's fine. And yes, we got this! So, Liam shall be ours. Alright, it looks like creativity is our lowest. Or we could go for some money by going to the library. Hello, Trin! You followed. Sadly can't talk because I have to go to bed now, but I hope to see you next stream. You're hilarious. Oh, well, thank you for the follow. And I hope that you sleep well. And let's go for some money. We got it. We can't be poor. We gotta have some money for prom. That day you spent some time at the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceived lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! We gain 100,000 monies! We are rich beyond our dreams! Oh, wait, but almost everything goes to cover costs? Shit. We have an expensive business. We have two monies. You notice Liam sitting at a computer, sighing deeply and looking even more aggravated than usual. Oh, hello there. Have you heard the news? One of my favorite books, The Damned to Damnation Volume 2, Damnation Time, is getting a movie adaptation. Thousands of people will experience this wonderful story. The author will receive wide recognition and make lots of money. New fans will fall in love with the characters. It's awful! And as if that weren't bad enough, the lead vampire is going to be played by a werewolf. Why would you cast a werewolf to play a vampire? I refuse to watch some hairy abomination in fake fangs and pale face paint play a role that should have rightfully gone to a vampire performer. I'm going to put an end to this wolf washing here and now, but how should I do it? All right, how are we sabotaging this movie? I mean, we can't allow wolf washing. Vampires are important too, and we must have equal representation. Do we crash the set and star in the movie himself? Or do we start a rumor that the casting director eats live babies? I mean, nobody likes people who eat live babies. I mean, that's serious bullshit. You gotta kill them first. But crashing the set, that is amazing. I mean, Liam is like a sexy stud, so of course you could star in a movie. I mean, this is why we've been coveting him, because he's amazing! What are we gonna do, guys? I don't think we've encountered this one. I don't remember it, so I don't know which way Liam is gonna go. I don't know how best to win his heart! I mean, blackmail is always a good option, but so is telling somebody that they're amazingly beautiful, so I don't know. What do you guys think? What should we do? All right. Me? Star in a movie? What? We lost creativity? But you're amazing. At least we have plenty of buffer. Why, that's just, how could I? Refuse such a perfect plan! My sensitive artistic soul has pined this whole time for a true calling, and now, here it is just falling into my lap. You could point out that literally no one has given him this opportunity, and he'll probably be committing several crimes if he goes through with this plan, but why crush his hopes and dreams? I mean, he could be a star! I've wanted to be an actor my whole life, ever since 30 seconds ago. There's no time to waste. Let's share my brilliant plan online so everyone can admire me properly. At that moment, Liam is interrupted by a beeping from the computer. Oh look, a new post on the wolf washing thread. Newsflash, after public backlash, Wolf Wolfington is being replaced by Liam de Lioncourt. What? How could they possibly know that? Here it says the filming has already started, so that Liam de Lioncourt is not me. It's clear someone must have read my plan online and is stealing my identity in order to get the fame that only I should be getting. Well, at least it still works as a way of making people more aware about the hideous wolf washing in movies. Wait, look at these pictures of the movie set. This guy is not me. He's not even a vampire. He's clearly a werewolf painted in purple with cheap plastic fangs. They're wolf washing my entire plan. Is that steam coming from Liam's ears? Uh-oh, his anger has reached cartoonish levels. You better go before he realizes this is mostly your fault. Oh no! No, how could this have gone wrong? We've lost smart and fun. No, this was a great plan. So much for vanity. Liam storms off, leaving you with the knowledge that you have lost his respect, admiration, smarts, and charm. Damn it! Alright, what are our stats? Okay, it's 13 smart, 15 creativity, and 15 charm. So, it looks like we're going back to class to get our smarts up. That day, you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers' stickiness. Okay, I would love to have a spell to renew the stickiness of stickers. I mean, seriously. You could just, like, make them move around. Like, come on, permanent stickers! I followed you here because in real life I don't remember. Well, hello, Rambling Havoc. Welcome! A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream because it definitely matters what you eat first. A spell to gain +2 smarts. Yes, I need that. You actually used that last spell and poof, we're smarter. Look, we're 15 across the board. 15 smart, 15 creative, 15 charm. This is a good sign. Afterwards, Liam walks up to you extremely nonchalant. It's ridiculous how little he cares about this walk. After considerable thought, I have come to the conclusion that you are not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically hip late night excursions, consider yourself invited. Oh, we're getting asked on a date. This is a good sign. Are we going ducking? Tonight, 3 a.m. I'm sure you will have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go or anything. I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Oh no, we're gonna have to prove. Oh, Liam vanishes in a cloud of mist and angst. You've got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot nobody's ever heard of. Well, shit, no pressure. All right, guys, where are we taking Liam? We have to make him think that we're awesome sauce so he'll go to prom with us. This is it's gotta be awesome like ducking. So, Monstropolis' most exclusive new nightclub. The hottest, most underground nightclub of all. The Earth's Core. Oh, yes, let's go to the Earth's Core. Nobody's been there. I mean, shit, I don't know. And what is that little asterisk all about? Like, where's my subtext? It's just telling me the asterisk. I feel like this is my whole social life right here. That fucking asterisk. I like listen to people talk and I go, where's the sub? Well, I don't know what the subtext is, but I feel like there's more. I need more. But they don't come with footnotes. Nobody ever comes with footnotes. Apparently Liam doesn't either. Shit, we're screwed. Okay, what are we doing, guys? We going to the core? Or are we going to the nightclub? I don't know. Apparently, we're going to the Earth's core. And there... Oh, we're not so bold. That night, you pick Liam up in your giant mechanized drill machine, and we are heading for the club. But there's no club at the center of the Earth. It's just the center of the Earth, a molten ball of iron and death. Ah, my skin! What did you think there was a club here? Why would anyone think there was a club at literally the most inhospitable place on Earth? You have no idea why you thought that, but you do know you're gonna need skin grafts after this. No! Our smarts! We took him on a date and we crispy fried the fucker. Definitely not ducking.
Let's go.
Okay. Alright. We have time. We can get our smarts back. You find Liam taking a picture of his food and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha! Yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore.
What?
Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocket Mans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43... Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Birdman Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life changes made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is, his presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it? But pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. Take that back. Uh-oh, the tempers are running a little high. Look like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Alright. So let's solve the dispute. Liam's not your favorite? What? How can he not be your favorite? He's the sexiest vampire ever. And we chose him for the 10th time. I literally have pursued Liam every time I've played this game. That is how it has happened. That is how it has gone. So we're doing a wiggle, guys. So Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal cliche food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott capturing a Pokemon off of your food pick? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Or, Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. What human would not want to swim in the mashed potatoes? I would fucking swim in mashed potatoes. Give me a plate of potatoes to swim in. Fuck yeah. Can I be a pocket man so I can, like, swim in taters? Are you wiggling? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Are we all wiggling? I definitely could use some serious stretching of the shoulder. It is, like, awful. I don't know what I did to piss it off, but it is definitely, like, angry and stiff. All right, Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of the pile of mashed taters. We are going for it. Oh, we got a love! Guys, Liam got a heart on. Yes, look, he's like, boop. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant type Pokemon in the game. What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he, like, really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've got to have him. He's like Accountant Bash. Scott bounds across the cafeteria and practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go, or do you think that he just likes diving into people's food? The two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very odd pictures of you. Yes, winning! Guys, we're almost there. Look, we're at the home stretch.
Let's go.
All right, let's get our smarts up. We gotta go to class. That day, the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you didn't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed. But at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. You gain 2 smarts. Look, guys, we're fucking 15 on all the things. Yeah! You're doing the thing that gives you the most life. Reading Dragon Heat. Oh my god, Dragon Heat, and we're being approached by Liam. Jesus Christ, our crush is gonna see us reading porn. Guys, a fellow connoisseur of the Draconophile arts. Oh, at least he's into it. Okay, we're okay, guys. He's totally into the Draco porn. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic, an unexpected duo.
Hooray!
Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis, and forums. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree, like with this Starco and Markapoo thing. Okay, first, let's be clear. I engage in passionate fandom conversation only as an ironic way of celebrating low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time after spending years in Hekapoo's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me in my 400s to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s. Anyway, enough meta discussions. Scott and I here are in a situation, even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the stranger on the Dragon Heat Wiki. I mean, because clearly we're betterer. Yes to that. Liam here is like super smart and I am a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. But people on the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Scott is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all those lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for a solution, as can be expected from good old Vicky. Alright guys, how do we wrangle in this fandom so that we can be the king of the fandom? We must rule all the horny people who are reading the Dracophile porn. It is a must, for some reason. Let's ask them nicely if they can stop behaving like internet trolls and instead start respecting our opinions. Let's write a powerful fanfic set on the Dragon Heat Wiki, where you're depicted as the coolest users who should be respected. I mean, yeah, let's write some fanfic. That's gotta be it. I mean, who doesn't want another fanfic in their fanfic profile-loving world of dragon porn? I mean, yeah! Let's have another channel, like a whole chapter, book, stack, yes. And let's draw pictures. Yeah. And of course we gotta star Liam because, you know, Liam. We all know it's about Liam. And if he's in it, if he's in the fandom, it's gonna do good. Yeah, let's go with that, guys. And we know how to draw. Oh wait, no, it's not us. It was Butch who was drawing the yaoi. Ah, we're creative! Yes! Ah, yes, let's fight, wielding art as our weapon! Yay, weapons are fun! Liam opens a new document on his laptop. So let's see, we should create a very nuanced piece of fiction. What about if the three of us and the 34,927 users of the Dragon Heat Wiki community were co-workers at a bookshop? Delightfully disruptive, Scott. Keep going. Okay, so we're all mean to each other, like in real life, except the town's mayor is visiting the bookshop next month, and it turns out that we're breaking the law, because in this universe, people can't work in a bookshop if they're single, and we're all single. Not good! Oh, the weight of the conflict. I can even feel it in my fingertips. Amazing, don't stop. Then, we all fake that we're married together. The 34,930 of us. Like, oh! Smartly unexpected, an astute facade. Fuck it. The tension is overwhelming. Faking a marriage! We all learn more about each other. The mayor comes and he's happy and everyone is happy until a really bad blizzard comes to town, trapping everyone in the bookshop. Uh-oh! We're trapped! Monsterkind versus nature, the oldest of rivalries. So Liam, who's like super smart guy. Hi, I'm Liam the vampire. We should all snuggle together to get warm. Desperate situations call for desperate measures. Yes, yes. Then the blizzard goes away and everyone is happy and has learned to respect each other thanks to snuggling together, and they all say, we're saved! Hooray to Liam for being smart! Hooray to Scott for being such a good boy! And hooray to Vicky for proposing the creation of this nice fanfic! Yay! A very meta final touch, Scott. Okay, a masterpiece has been born. Let's post it on the wiki so it is deservedly immortalized. Some hours later, the users of the Dragon Heat Wiki start to comment about how moving your fanfic is, how they've met their inner feelings thanks to it, and how they're now capable of acknowledging your leadership skills. Okay, this is something. We're getting somewhere. And so they make the three of us moderators. Oh, guys, we're amazing now. Art truly opens people's minds, Scott. I must admit, we've done a true fan-victorious. Hooray! Oh, fan-victorious, ooh la la, you've truly impressed these two. You sexy creative motherfucker, you gained 2 charm and 1 creativity! Yes! We are winning. Guys, it is Monster Prom soon! Soon. Okay, we're gonna ask him. He better fucking say yes. Ask him to prom.
Let's go!
Do not deny us! We must own your dead heart! You finally pluck up your courage and you ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. You and me? Pshaw!
So mainstream.
That'd be so predictable. Don't be a fool. Also, right, now I only date blue inanimate objects. But, Don't harass me with your narrow mind, and please respect my sexual preferences.
Prom?
But, what did we do wrong? Guys, 15 smart, 16 creativity, and 17 charm. It's okay, you moved on from this horrible and shameful failure? What? He still said no? Did we not get enough hearts from him? We are still access denied. We have been shot down by Liam again. We are never gonna know Liam love. He's not interested. I told you guys. I think he's asexual and doesn't want to have any kind of partners, and we're just like, perhaps he's asexual, right? I mean, seems legit. You become a functional person, and eventually you met a sweet banshee called Ash. You're pushing him, right? You shared lots of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day. No! Not the prom! Coming back to haunt us! And hello, Cloaked Stormy! How you doing, Dorito? And thus you live the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing ever. And we have failed it. Fuck. Again. God. Guys. We have been thwarted. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Holly's drug cooking skills proved useful and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start! God damn it, we didn't get Liam. Yeah, you did say pick the Wolfie, and we might have had success if we went after, you know, a little bit of a wolf. You're gonna Google, can you take Liam to prom? I mean, tell me what secrets you discover, what knowledge you gain. I mean, in theory, you can get every character, because that's one of the achievements. So I'm going to say that yes, you can take Liam to prom. I just don't know how to do it. But I'm pretty sure there's an achievement to get each one of them as a prom date. And we're still struggle busing to get just one prom date. Like, we are zero yeses. Liam hates us. Liam hates us so much. He went ducking with us, but he ain't going to prom with us. I can't even express to you how disappointed this makes me in life. It's so much sadness. I mean, the sadness. The sadness. I mean, maybe we should just take the cat girl to prom, like the one that's selling us all the shit and like cold us and made us a zero. Maybe she'd take us to prom. Like maybe we could buy her as a date. You never know, that might work. Alright, guys, we have been thwarted. And we are not going to prom with a date. We're going solo. Lonely to the end. Alright, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I love having you all here. I hope that the weirdness of my storytelling was fun and enjoyable and worth all the cakes that you spent in it and all the crazy ass hours that I put into it. And maybe we'll do it in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But you should go over to Discord and go into the suggestions channel and tell me what you would like to see for future community challenges. Give me some suggestions. What do you think? What do you think would be fun to do for our next community challenge for our crazy weird stream event that you would throw lots of cakes at to see happen? I mean, I don't know. I was thinking something like eating warheads if I died in a game or something. I don't know. Maybe some weird challenge of trying not to die or something. I don't know. It would be really hard for me to play a game and do a no death run because I like never not die. I always die. So there's that. Special thank you to those who have given us donations. You are absolutely awesome. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the fan art. You guys are rock stars. If you go down into the About page, you will see a green dragon. If you click on that, that'll take you over to Siri Salk's page. She's the rock star who has done all of the art, the emotes and overlay for our channel. So go check her out. Give her some love. She's awesome. She's open for commissions. You know you want to see her arty awesomeness. There's also a link there that's more Zebra Pig. That'll take you to a page that's got all the links of the things. So if you want to see where I am on the world of the web, go there. See the things. You can also see a link that's Buy Me a Coffee. That'll take you over to the coffee shop. And that is going to give you options of other ways to support what we're doing here. You can do one-time donations. You can do tiers of support like Patreon that will give you perks and benefits. And if you want to give us fan art, go over to that Discord. There's a fan art channel, and any art that is included in that will be included in this slideshow so that everybody can see your awesome arting superpowers. So thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Let's see who's on to raid. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be back to our regular programming, and we're going to be doing the whole Minecrafting buildy stuff. So let's go over and visit Nana Creative. She's doing Don't Starve. She's a lot of fun. And, well, we love Don't Starve, so we gotta get some of that. Alright, guys, as always, when we get over there, we're gonna throw 2 or 3 Doritos so that they feel awesome with the power of snacks. And as always, and until we can hang out again, you guys be sure to take care of yourselves. Bye, guys!